We are going to now go into the detangling phase of your hair. So I like to, again, always working in sections because it's just going to make your life a whole lot easier, right? So I'm just going to clip one half because I did this half first. So that just like, I go with the half that I started with first because it kind of like allows your hair to absorb the product and it softens. And the nice thing with the restoring hair treatment is that it has a lot of slip. And that slip, you know, when people are like, well, what's slip? It's almost like that sliminess. And that's what makes it easier to detangle your hair. And I'm going to go in like 3 sections. So first, just be gentle. If you have like knots, I never like rip the hair. I just stop what I'm doing and then just focus on like maybe those few strands that don't want to separate before you want to like rip through it. Yeah. Sometimes we're just like, I'm in a rush. I don't want to deal with this. And we just rip our hair apart. That hurts me. That hurts my heart. Don't do that. Okay. So when you're detangling your hair, you always want to start from the bottom and work your way up. So you want to get rid of all of those tangles at the bottom. Because if you start from the top and work your way down, you're just pushing tangles down. So first you want to get tangles out and then go back up and get more out. And your hair is detangling beautifully. And then you work all the way up to the root. Again, still being gentle with it. Wow, look at that. Look how beautiful. Oh, that looks so good. I wish you could see this because I kind of want to be like, have you seen your hair like
I was going to say, I don't even know my length.
So right now your hair is just right here. Okay. So just reaching your shoulders.
Shoulder.
Yep.
Gotta get down to the back. My hair used to be so long when I was younger.
It'll get there.
Why is my hair taking so long to grow?
You know, because your curls are tighter, you don't see it as well, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's one thing because I have seen people with tightly coiled hair. Hair comes down to their butt, but when it shrinks back up, it shrinks just to their shoulders. So it just never looks like their hair is long. But I'm like, wow, that's a lot of hair. Yeah. So I think that's just one part, but also just give it time. Just be patient. Because I showed you, like, my hair was your length back in February 2020, so almost 5 years ago, or I should say 4.5 years ago.
Yeah.
As long as you're practicing good hair care, you're retaining length.
Yeah, and I get trims often. Well, like every 6, is it 6 weeks, I believe?
So if you want to grow your hair out, you probably don't need to get it that often. Maybe try going, like, I would go only once my hair feels like Velcro. You know, when you have so many knots at the ends that it's like annoying.
When that pop happens.
Yeah. And then whatever stylist you're going to, you can ask them just for a dusting and say, hey, you know, I'm growing my hair out. You know, you don't want them like you grow an inch and they cut off half an inch, right? Like that's annoying. And see how I'm like holding the hair as well as I bring the brush. That just gives you more control over that section of hair that you're doing until the brush goes straight through your hair. Now, when you're detangling, are you like making sure you get through every strand? I can tell.
This feels good.
This is probably like my favorite part of shampoo day. For me is once I detangle it and I could just run the brush right through my hair and I'm just like, I'm gonna have to buy better clips. So again, and you don't look at this is all the hair that's come out so far.
Oh wow.
Not a lot of shedding, which is good. Healthy hair. Like you don't have a lot, like, you know, you don't have a ton of breakage. There are some like little pieces in the middle.
What did I do?
You know, it could be something else. So I would just pay attention because it's probably harder because your hair is so dense, but you know, and this is probably like a little section that you probably wouldn't even notice, but if your hairstylist who's cutting your hair now ask them, like, are there any pieces in there? And one of those ways is when you have a uniform curl pattern, right? So as I'm brushing your hair, detangling your hair, I can see that right now the curls are all shrinking back up to its natural state. And shrinkage, as annoying as it is a sign of healthy hair. It means you don't have like heat damage, or um, sometimes when you color your hair, it loosens the curls.
Oh, yes.
Right? Because I can see the ends of your hair are a little bit lighter.
Yeah, I've had color.
Yeah. So you may have noticed how the ends were different from the rest of your hair.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's just because of the coloring process.
Yeah, I've been cutting it out for about a year now.
Yeah. And that's the other reason why you're probably like, why don't I see the length? Because you're transitioning from the color back to your natural color. But once you stop that, your hair, and if you decide to color it again, just no. I hear that.
It was nice, but no.
Yeah. It's extra work because now you're working with like a different texture of hair. But I can see again how looking at the curls, they're all uniform, the way that they're um, bending, right? Like some parts of your hair, the curls are tighter than the others, and that's just natural. So that's nothing to worry about. Like I have different textures as well. Most curly hair people will have different curls in their head. Like it's very rare for them to have like, you'll see someone that
the
says,
same, right?
yeah, throughout. The more coily the hair is, the more tangles you're going to get. That's why detangling is so important. And I know like people with super curly, coily hair, they get frustrated and don't want to detangle it. But then it's like you're doing yourself a disservice. Again, like if you're not shampooing it, you're doing a disservice. If you're not detangling it every time you wash it, you're only delaying the worst, right? You're only going to make it harder on yourself when it's time to do it. I know. Because there are days when I'm like, I don't feel like washing my hair, and I'll wait another couple of days, and I feel it. I'm like, I'm just made it harder on myself. I should have just did it when I was supposed to. Normally, the very crown of our hair is like the densest part. So I'm going to put that into smaller sections. I swear, I feel like nothing feels better than when a brush goes through your hair.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I can feel the product in it.
Mm-hmm. And I just take my time. Like maybe it won't take you as long.
No, it takes me a while to do my hair.
Yeah.
On some days. But I get in there. and detangle it.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Sure.
Good. So many people don't do that, or they take shortcuts. And I'm like, you really need to take your time to detangle your hair. And so this is how you know your hair is dense. It's right now, your hair is wet and I cannot see any scalp. Right? Like even when I pull your hair, you see the scalp where it's parted, but you don't see scalp here. So this is dense hair, and dense hair means it's just more strands of hair per inch. Right? Now, if I could see your scalp, then you would have low density hair or thin hair, but your hair is dense. So just keep that, like when your hair grows out, it's going to be a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I think as long as you think it's worth it, you know, like right now, it takes me forever to do my hair, but I love my hair long. So I feel like it's worth the time. Yeah. All right. So now we're going to turn you around and get you back into the shampoo bowl. I'm going to rinse this all out.